So we're at Porto San Paulo. We just stopped here overnight, but it's a real touristy type place.
We're gonna head to Oblia. Sounds like we can get everything we need. Like we need a post office to send off some Etsy orders.
Yeah, jump on Brittany's Etsy.
We need fuel, we need water, groceries. The place here did not have reasonably priced groceries, so we're still pretty dry.
Yeah, we pretty much just got bread and some chips.
We're not a food channel, but we do like to highlight some good recipes. And I'd just like to highlight an Australian delicacy. What are you making here, mate?
Chip sandwich.
That is true blue Aussie gourmet if I ever seen one.
Chicken that's usually like $7 a kilo was like $26 a kilo. So it's probably not a good town to stock up on food if you're sailing around Sardinia. So we'll head to Olbia. Apparently we can anchor right out front of the quay there, and we'll probably sit there for the night. We'll do our post office stuff.
Let's go.
Bob's your uncle.
Ryan thinks we're rock stars because we're sailing out of our anchorage and we're on a pretty good lead. Look at, we're keeping up with the powerboat.
Yeah.
This place is just way too touristy. There's so many tour boats because there's this huge island here which is gorgeous, but all these day boats zip across to it. You end up getting rocked and rolled from all the wake from all the boats. And the funny thing is there's no consideration whatsoever. Like they fly straight past your boat at top speed. The mint plant's holding on for dear life.
The boat's holding on for dear life. I reckon our fuel's probably out of the water and these guys are getting a bloody view of their life, eh?
Jackson's having a nice nap.
Release the, there's going to be a lot of weight on it, so just release a little bit now. Release it right out. Yep. Okay, and then close it, and then just go to the...
What am I doing?
We're tacking, Brittany.
You gotta discuss a plan with me.
We're tacking. Ready to
So
tack.
what am I doing?
Releasing the main out more. Release it out more. Ready?
Need you to stop for a sec and explain to me.
We got the twin on that beam, so bring the main right out. Right out, 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 right out.
It's out, Ryan.
Good.
So what am I doing? I'm so confused.
We're tacking, Brittany. We're going to
So what do we want me to do next?
let the main out.
So that was a perfect example of why it's really important to communicate and have a game plan before you start sailing. Ryan and I are usually pretty good at like working out a plan, and we have an idea of what we're doing, and we actually work usually really well as a team when we're sailing. But just then we were a bit distracted. We kind of came out of the anchorage sailing, and the winds were a bit heavier than we expected. I was distracted trying to film, and it just shows how important communication is, because in the kind of fluster of it all, Ryan was trying to convey what he wanted me to do, but he was actually telling me we were going to tack when really we were just going to shift the other way a bit more downwind, and I got really flustered and confused, and shit ended up hitting the fan and we started screaming at each other. But that's just sailing. You'll find that that happens. Ryan's not a happy camper because he doesn't want to admit that he was wrong.
You want to admit to me. Alright, Brittany, so no, the reason I'm recording this right now is because I'm editing the video and you're like, you should have a game plan, you should discuss this, blah, blah. The reason I'm annoyed is because I was annoyed is because I discussed it with you multiple times and had a full game plan, and you're on your phone. Yeah. No, we had a full conversation about it. And then the hit, and there was no way we were actually going to tack into the island. We had a full conversation about it.
Stop for a second.
And I accidentally said tacking instead, it hit at a moment, alright? And I was just like so dumbfounded, you had no idea. You had no idea that we were turning downwind. Yesterday we tried to post stuff off at the post office for Brittany's Etsy page, and we were there for hours and got nowhere. We've sat here at the post office for hours filling out forms. No one knows what they're doing. Basically the post offices in Italy just don't know how to mail packages.
It says it's a post office, but it's not a post office. It's where you go to do your banking. you go to the bank, they probably do your friggin' rectal exams there.
It's really
I'm surprised
expensive.
Cafes sell coffee and cakes.
Yeah, it's kind of shit, so. She's actually still got her packages right here. Then we went food shopping. We found a place that was just under the bridge behind us, and it was literally straight across the street. So that was a bit of a bonus for us. We didn't have to walk a mile for groceries, and it was actually quite cheap. So we might go back there today and just do another stock up. Today, our job is to get fuel. So if I pull up at a fuel dock around here, they're gonna charge me €1.76 per litre, which is really, really expensive. That's $3, Australian dollars a litre. So if we just do trips in the dinghy to shore and go to like an actual petrol station, then we'll save about 70 Australian dollars by filling up the tank. So is it really worth it? I'm thinking, well, it takes us an hour. We just saved 70 bucks. It's $70 an hour we've earned. So I think it's worth it. So we'll see how this goes. So that's how it's done. I got a little bit of spillage, and I just keep everything in this bucket here. I throw this out whenever we get somewhere with disposal of fuel and stuff, and then I seal the bucket, put it there for next time. But it looks like Brittany's just made some lunch.
Sweet chili chicken, grilled sandwiches.
Nice. Hey buddy, was that fun? I know, it wasn't that fun, was it? But you know what? It's needed, it's necessary. Yay, yay. Gone for a swim, we're on the beach, went for a walk through town. We're back at it.
So he went for a big walk this morning, and then this afternoon he went for a swim on the beach, didn't you? Now you're all sandy and wet, getting it all over our cushions. Now you can nap for the next 3 hours while we sail to our next spot. Hey, mister. You naughty boy. And I'm gonna eat grapes. And I'm a mess because we've run out of water. That's partially why we're leaving as well, because we need to make some water. We're bone dry.
Yeah, some people said that 90 litres an hour on a water main would be epic. Like, we're struggling to keep up here. Either we're going through shitloads of water.
We use a lot of water on this boat. Anyways, this is us.
Today's mission for fuel is still on the way. We're gonna go take a quick swim though first. Bring us jump in. All right, go. We jump in together.
Yeah.
3. Good ball. Come on, buddy, jump. Jump. He's like, that's not how it works. Hey, mate. How'd you get in there?
Dinner.
Yeah, beautiful romantic dinner. Some music in the background and Jackson panning and burping right next to me. Cheers. Big ears.
Ryan and I eat this same salad every single dinner.
Yeah, you feed me well. Seagull here was just hanging so patiently a whole time.
Cedric the seagull.
So I threw him a tiny little piece, and then Brittany threw something, and
I threw a piece of lettuce.
and these just came out of nowhere. Hold on, do it again.
It's just a sad piece of lettuce. Jackson. So Ryan and I are just sitting here having our sundowners, and we decided to get the gummy bears out and watch second season of The Good Doctor. And this is our view. It's a pretty nice anchorage. And we're currently making water.
We're gonna make 100 liters of water in the next hour.
Because we need to do laundry tomorrow. He's checking out the dog at the boat next to us. Jackson!
Hey, mate.
Oh, he's a naughty boy. Might call it a good night. We're gonna watch our TV show
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good
See you
night.
in the morning.
Come on. Hurry up.
I can't. I haven't had coffee yet. Those guys were laughing at me.
Two ladies before laughing at you too. They look at me like I'm a horrible boyfriend.
You are. This is way heavier than last time.
Go on, chop chop, let's go. Come on, baby cakes. No.
When you make me laugh, it's harder.
So we've had to pull onto the beach at 6 o'clock in the morning because we're not allowed to put the tender up on the beach. Like, it's a full tourist beach with umbrellas and shit everywhere. We gotta get back quick because if people start waking up,
Yo, hurry up.
they won't like a tender with a motor sit on the beach. All right, down there, Brittany, there's a little bird in the shadow. Just walk it to the bird in the shadow and we'll take another break, all right? I think we're gonna go creep slowly through the anchorage, okay? So don't wake everybody up. Right, I know. So we got the fuel. It's such a beautiful little spot, but I think we're going to motor around the corner because there's just nowhere to walk Jackson here. People are already starting to come out on the beach. You can get fines for bringing your dinghy up onto the beach. So we just like to go to like secluded private areas and then we don't get hassled by coast guards or police or people. All right, mate, we're doing this for you, eh? So we're heading out now this little bay. Brittany, say goodbye.
Ciao.
We're going around the point.
Yeah. Alright, we're in our anchorage. A nice private bay for the prince.
Yeah, buddy. Your own little beach.
Ryan's about to jump in his box. There's the filthy grot. Okay, now go.
Got me. Alright, ready? It's cold.
Quickly!
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. That's a bit fresh.
We're having some issues this morning.
We've been having issues for like 3 months, not just this morning. There's good news and there's bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Bad.
No, I'll tell you the good news. The good news is we're making water. That's the good news, we're making water. The bad news is our laptop is completely shit itself and we've got to make a movie for tomorrow and we've lost everything. But we've got it all on our hard drive, it just means we've got to start the movie. Other bad news is we've got to go back to Olbia, which is about 3 hours away, to get this laptop. The other bad news is it's a lot of money. We've been saving little bits at a time. Ours broke 2 years ago, Brittany. Exactly 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, going to Croatia. I don't want to sit here and say how good I am, but how good am I?
Ryan's not a happy camper because our MacBook slipped off the dining room table while Ryan was tacking and the screen's broken.
So we've been making do.
We've made do.
We've
made do.
We've made do.
Making the most of it.
We're making the most of it with an external screen we bought for $200 because I wanted like over €1,000 to fix the screen. Since then, a couple of buttons have stopped working. So if you see like typos in some of our videos, it's because the button didn't work and we just gave up. It overheats, so you can only use it for a couple of hours at a time. Can't use it when it's charging. So now it's just not charging, we can't turn it on. So it's absolutely shit itself. So this is our laptop. But the screen's all cracked. You can't see, but it's all cracked, so it doesn't even work. There's a space bar. The B doesn't work.
No, the B sticks.
So,
it doesn't work, and then when you do hit it, it does 4 Bs in a row.
Yeah, it does that with the N as well. This put us back a little bit. But, you know, it's all good. Brittany's got an Etsy page going on. Make sure you jump on that and buy some stuff. So, I think we need to just stop making water, pack up, SS motor, and get there because they close at 1 o'clock. What are you barking at, Jackson? But Jackson's barking at jet skis. Okay, so you're probably thinking like, this isn't Olbia. Where's like the disgusting brown water in the town and all the ferries and everything? We picked up anchor and trains kept going by and I was like, holy shit, like, Brittany, there's a train line right behind us. Like, where's the train station? And the next bay over, there's a train station. So we pulled into the next bay over. There's a train coming in about half an hour. So we've just literally raced over here, dumped our anchor. Brittany's gonna drop me in town. I'm gonna catch a train straight into Olbia. It takes 15 minutes. So it's a 2.5 hour motor all the way around. Or we come around the bay here, which took us 5 minutes. We got crystal clear water. The wind's coming from that direction, so we're protected. I'm gonna race down to the train station now, catch a train to Albia and get a MacBook. Brittany's hitting up a massive pasta because she doesn't want me to buy lunch when I go in town. It's a bit of a bummer because we'll save our Amazon credits for getting a MacBook when we get to US, but realistically, let's face it, if we don't get one now, we're gonna go about 3 or 4 weeks without making videos. We make our income on selling things on Brittany's Etsy page, YouTube, Patreon, and all that kind of stuff. So we've got to make video. It's our heart and soul of our sailing right here. It's just as important as our bloody engine. Unfortunately, we're eating into our budget hard to get this, but it's really exciting. We're getting a new MacBook. Here we are, walking to the train station. I've got about 50 minutes to get there.
All right, it's 2:30 and I just went for a swim, hoping and praying that Ryan's got some good news, and now I'm gonna go pick him up.
Come on, stay there, mate. You don't want to jump in here. Stay, buddy.
How'd you go?
Stay. Yeah, good. Oh, Jackson, what are you doing? Okay, in.
Ryan just tried to tell me it was going to take 7 days to get the laptop,
No.
and I can feel his bag is heavy. I'm not an idiot.
So I can't even lie to you because you grabbed the bag. I was going to say that it's going to take 7 days.
Ryan, I wouldn't have even need to grab the bag. I could literally see it's jam-packed. I'm not an idiot. Yes, get in.
Wait, oh no, I'm going in style.
Well done, Captain.
Thank you.
What do you do, Jackson? Does that feel better? Oh my lordy. Look at that. Oh.
So this is our editing workstation here. So we've got a broken laptop. We've got the screen here that we got somewhere in Croatia, I think it was. Here we go, the new Apple MacBook with the M1 chip. We've gone from an i7 16GB RAM to an M1 8GB RAM. Apparently this is meant to be better, so fingers crossed.
Could have done that a little bit slower.
Oh, it's on already. I hope you know you're Italian.
She's alive! We did have a moment of freaking out because iMovie, which is the program that we use to make our videos, wasn't on there. And we're like, holy shit, we paid all this money for a laptop. And the whole point of the Apple laptops is they come with all these programs that are compatible. So we had a moment of a freak out, but we realized it just didn't have like the icon at the bottom.
It's nice that you got the best spot in the house, don't you, buddy? Hey?
Jackson.
Hey, you got the best spot in the house, don't you, buddy? The air is hitting this window up here and blowing straight down onto him because when I bent down there, it's so cold on my back. I can't film the room, it's disgusting. We're halfway through the machine.
Good stretch, buddy.